Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I got some big changes to show you here in the addition. It's taken a couple weeks with the holiday and everything to get this far, so I'll show you what we've done and what we're going to do today and where we're headed from there. Let's check it out. All right, we have sheetrock. And we're actually standing in my closet right now. This will be the master bedroom closet. It's about 7.5 feet wide, 11.5 feet long this way. Still a little bit of a mess in here, but we're still working. This will be the stacked washer and dryer area. I still have to, after I get the dryer, figure out where I want to put the vent and drill a hole for that. That is where the sheetrock will be cut out for the door going into my bedroom. So on the other side of this wall here, hopefully, is my master bedroom. I think I got it measured correctly though. So you'll come through from the bedroom. Got this little pony wall here. Step in. To the right will be the closet. That's just a temporary opening. That'll go away. We got a pocket door going in here. The vanity will sit here. The sink, a single sink. Got switches and outlets everywhere. That's going to be an outlet for a lighted mirror with a defroster in it. Yeah. Got all the blue sheetrock in the wet areas that resist moisture and mold. And we'll have the toilet here and just some extra space here, maybe a shelf or something. All right, I'm installing shims inside these shower walls. You can see down here where the pan doesn't butt all the way up against the stub wall there. Same with that. What I'm doing is I cut these shims off of 2x4s with a table saw to the thickness that I needed. And so when I put them up here, what that does, when I put my, let's see if I can get it here. When I put my waterproof shower walls on, it'll run down into the pan and that'll keep it flush to the wall and the pan. So I got started here. I got the two front pieces on and I got this top piece. What I'm doing is I'm using some construction adhesive and I put a bead of that on the back of the shim. I stick it on there and then I use my finish nailer and tack it on with that. And then the shower walls will screw right through there into the 2x4s. So let me get that done. Gotcha. And that's where we're at. I got to do all of these walls. And those are a different thickness than this wall. And these are even thinner. So I got to look and see if I can maybe buy a sheet, like an 1/8 inch sheet of, I don't know, plastic or PVC or something, and rip some 1.5 inch pieces. Be a little more durable, because when this wood gets real thin, it's not very strong. These are like 7/16, so they're pretty stout. They hold up nice. And then this wall here, it's actually going to get a 5/8 thick shim, and I bought some 1.5 inch wide by 5/8 inch thick PVC just for this wall. And what I got to do is I got to cut the bottoms about 4 inches up, take about an 1/8 inch off, so they'll lap down into the pan and that'll support the wall, because they're coming 5/8 inch out past that pan. And that's because of the plumbing. I don't know if you can see, but because of all this stuff here, it's got to be shimmed out. So let me get that going and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. This is PVC 1.5 wide, 5/8 thick. And what I've done is I've taken my router and I've routed out just a little bit, probably less than 1/8 of an inch for these metal plates. So it still sits flush up to the 2x4 like that. And then down here I ripped the bottom out with my table saw so it goes down over the pan, and that'll keep the waterproof wall flush here. And I've got them cut for all these studs, so I'm going to get those installed today. A little bit of construction adhesive and some finish nails, and that'll take care of those. And then our goal today is to try to get this waterproof board up on this wall. Got a lot of hole cutting to do with all these. Figure out how I'm gonna cut around this guy. And then after that's done, we're gonna start framing out for the niche that I showed you previously. That's gonna go right there. So yeah, we're getting closer. It's nice to see the sheetrock. They covered up all my hard work. All right, so let's get to work. Just using my 16 gauge Ryobi finish nailer with some 1.5" finish nails. Put the construction adhesive on it, stick it to the wall, put some nails in it. Alright, you get the idea. Glued and nailed. And then I'll show you when we start putting on the Goboard how that's going to work. Alright, I got this wall completely shimmed out. Turned out pretty good. All the way down. I had to take those bottom pieces and rip them down to the right thickness, and those are just sealed in there. So I put a lot of sealer on those. Construction adhesive. It's polyurethane. It's keep the water from wicking up behind there anyway. Yeah, so this wall is completely shimmed, and it's time to start on the Goboard. So this is the Goboard. Let's get that going. Alright, I got all my measurements marked out, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this board, and hopefully it fits. All you do is score it real good with a razor blade, kind of like sheetrock, and then you just snap it. Use a good straight edge. And that's all there is to it. This stuff does have fiberglass in it, so you want to avoid using power tools. Now that I said that, I gotta go drill a couple holes in it. I'm gonna take it outside and do that. Let's make sure it's close before we do that. Alright, I think that's going to work out pretty good. I got it cut to go around the curb, and you want to leave an 1/8 inch gap on any joint so you have a place to put the sealer, and that's where I'm going to drill it for that pipe right there. So it looks like it's going to work out just fine. Mark for that one. There's the pipe. Let me just peek down the side, check my measurements, and I think they're pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and drill those, and we'll fit it up. All right, live action. Let's see if it fits. I haven't checked it yet, I promise. It's a little bit off. This one fit perfect here. I don't know how this one got to be off. Well, crap. We have enough room. No, it wasn't off. For some reason, I just had to tilt it to get it on there. I think it was hitting the curb. Look at that. I think I had it stuck on the curb right there. Yeah, it fit up pretty good. All right, we'll get it screwed on. I got to put a bead of sealer behind it on the floor, and then leave a gap here for the next panel. So looks good. It's not hitting the plumbing. That's why I had to shim it out. You see how close it is to the insulation. I didn't want the insulation bulging out the board. It turned out. So far, so good. Let me cut the next piece. All right, this is what a finished board looks like. I used the Schluter washers, Schluter, Curdy, whatever, because I had to use different screws. These are the screws you're supposed to use with the big head, but they're only 1.25 inches long, which is not long enough to go through and then get into the 2x4. So what I did was I bought the Schluter washers and these 2-inch exterior screws, number 8s, and they fit really nice. Let's see here. Yeah, the countersink fits in there really nice, and you get a nice grab into the 2x4. Over here, the shims were thin, so I was able to utilize these. Unfortunately, they only make these in 1.25 inches, 1.5 which neither one would be long enough. They were fine for here, but we bought these Schluter Curdy board. It comes with a 4-inch and 5/8 screws, which are too short. And I'm just, on their system, they like you to poke this into the board, but I don't want to do that, so I just squeeze them flat. A little barb. Squeeze them flat like this, and put them in, and that's what it looks like. Turned out pretty good. I got that bead of polyurethane caulking at the base all the way across, so it's sealed up at the bottom. It won't wake any water up behind it. And of course I'll seal the corner again when I'm finished. And then I'm going to leave an 1/8 inch gap minimum here for the next board, so I can fill that full of the polyurethane caulk, which is what they recommend. So it's immersible in water and it won't break down. All right, so I'm going to try to get this wall finished today, and that'll be that. All right, guys, check it out. I got the shower walls all put up. Everything's sealed. I got the niche cut out. I framed this in. It's got a 2x6 header up here. And of course, jacks holding it up. And it's ready to go. Everything's all sealed up. All the screw heads, all the seams. And this is not installed yet, but this is what it's going to look like. That's the KBRS bench. It's made out of some kind of solid polystyrene foam, and then they put some waterproofing on it. But yeah, it's really durable, really hard stuff. It's rated for like 450 pounds or something. And it's going to have either a marble or a granite top on it. Whatever that is, it's going to match what goes up here as well. So I still have to get the grout and put that in just like you would tile, just like I did the pan. Put the grout down, smush it in there. But yeah, it fits really nice. I got like maybe a 1/4 inch on both sides, and the grout will take care of that. I'll grout the walls and then back butter the sides of the bench and then shove it in there. Get it level this way, and it's going to sit on the pan, which has a slope to it, so water won't lay up on top of it. It'll run off. But yeah, there's all the walls. 100% waterproof. Let me grab that niche and put it in there. Niche, whatever you want to call it. Show you what that looks like. All right, it fits. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And this is a tile over niche, so it'll have thin set up here, flared in, and then the tile will go all the way, cover the entire thing, so it won't be a purple niche. It'll be whatever the tile is that we choose. So yeah, and it's big too. It's 16 inches tall and 32 inches wide. Most of them that I found were only 12 inches. And then by the time you put the tile in here and then a 10-inch bottle of whatever, you can barely get your hand in there to pump it or whatever. So I found this one that was nice and tall. Perfect. Plenty of room. If we can't fit what we need in there, we need to get rid of something. Yeah, this turned out pretty good. All my holes lined up nice. First try. And this has a big chrome piece that goes over it and covers the whole thing after the tile goes up. And so that's there, so if you need to access, you can pull that chrome piece off. It's sealed, and of course I'll seal it on there, but you can always break the seal and take it off if you have to fix these valves for any reason, O-rings or whatever. So next time you see this, it'll be painted. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the shower. I'm ready. I get my tile guy over here and let him take a look at it and get some tile. I haven't even bought tile yet. Kind of have it picked out, but we just haven't bought it yet. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching Projects with Paul, and we'll see you next time.